Have you ever felt like the world is constantly testing you? Like every time you try to stand up, life throws another storm your way. People leave, situations fail, dreams break, and sometimes, even your own mind becomes your biggest enemy. But what if I told you there is a way to become unshakable? A way to build a mind so strong, so clear, and so calm, that no pain, no betrayal, no failure, nothing can ever truly break you. And the secret, it's hidden deep within the ancient Buddhist teachings, the same teachings that helped people survive wars, loss, isolation, poverty, and even death, with their peace still intact. Today on Wisdom of Sparks, we're diving into 6 powerful Buddhist habits that, when truly mastered, don't just protect you from breaking. They transform you into someone unbreakable, not because life becomes easier, but because you become stronger. The invisible struggle create emotional connection. We live in a world where people smile on the outside, but cry on the inside, where we scroll endlessly, laugh at memes, post stories, but deep inside we feel empty, lost, angry, or worse, numb. Breakups, family expectations, financial stress, fear of rejection, fear of being alone, fear of failing. We're all fighting battles no one sees, and even the strongest among us feel like giving up sometimes. But here's what no one tells you. Strength doesn't come from fighting harder. It comes from fighting smarter, and most importantly, from within. The Buddha once said, "It is not the external enemy that destroys a man. It is the storm inside his own mind." A short story to sink in. Let me tell you a short story that changed my life. There was a monk who lived high up in the Himalayan mountains. Every morning he'd come out, sit in silence, and meditate. One day a traveler came rushing up the hill, angry and exhausted. He shouted, "How can you be so calm when the world is falling apart? People are dying, fighting, losing jobs. Don't you care?" The monk opened his eyes slowly, smiled, and said, "I do care. That is why I protect my peace, so I can give peace to others." That one line hit me like thunder. We think becoming unbreakable means becoming emotionless, ruthless, cold. But in Buddhist philosophy, it means the exact opposite. It means becoming so centered within that external noise cannot disturb your inner silence. The real secret, it's all about habits. Modern self-help tells us to hustle, push, and grind our way to strength. But Buddhism teaches us something deeper. You become what you repeatedly do. Therefore, excellence is not an act but a habit. The Buddha, strength of the mind, peace of the soul, and control over emotions. These don't come from motivation. They come from discipline, habits, repetition. And that's exactly what you're going to learn today. 6 powerful Buddhist habits, each one like a layer of armor. Each one designed to help you become immune to emotional collapse. But before we dive into the habits, let me ask you something. Pause and ask, connect deeply with audience. When was the last time you felt truly in control of your emotions? When was the last time you responded calmly to criticism, instead of reacting in anger? When was the last time you forgave, not for others, but for your own peace? When was the last time you sat with your pain, instead of running from it? If you're like most of us, your answer might be, "I don't remember." And that's okay, because the fact that you're watching this video right now means that something inside you is ready to grow, ready to evolve. You're not here by accident. You're here because you're meant to hear this. Buddhism is not religion, it's a toolkit. Before we move forward, let's get one thing clear. Buddhism is not about praying to a god or following rituals blindly. Buddhism is a philosophy of life, a science of the mind. Its core purpose is to help you understand suffering, end the causes of suffering, cultivate wisdom and peace, and live with compassion, strength, and presence. So whether you're religious or not, These teachings can transform your mind and your life. In this video, you will learn how to stop being triggered by people and situations, how to make peace with your pain and use it as power, how to kill the overthinking monster inside your head, how to find calm even in the middle of chaos, how to detach from things without losing your heart, and finally, the rarest, most powerful habit Buddhist monks practice daily to remain unbreakable. Yes, we'll explore ancient stories. Yes, we'll go deep into real-life examples. And yes, we'll make sure this isn't just information, but transformation. So stay with me till the end. This might not be your usual video. It's more than that. It's a conversation your soul has been waiting for. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Wisdom of Sparks, a place where we light the flame of self-awareness, inner peace and unshakable wisdom, using ancient Buddhist teachings. Subscribe now if you haven't already, because each video we make isn't just content, it's a step toward your freedom. And if this video resonates with you at any point, leave a comment below saying, "I choose to be unbreakable." Let's begin together. Habit 1. Mindfulness in chaos. In a world filled with distraction, emotional chaos, and constant triggers, the habit of mindfulness becomes your first and strongest armor. Mindfulness isn't just meditation. It is the art of being completely present in every moment without judgment. According to Buddhism, this habit is called sati, which means awareness or attention. The storm within. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You're late, stressed, angry. Your heart races, your breath shortens, and your mind spirals. What if instead of losing yourself in frustration, you simply noticed your breath, noticed the tightness in your chest, observed the thought, "I'm going to be late," without reacting? This is mindfulness. It allows you to observe, not absorb, respond, not react. In that moment, you become the eye of the storm. Buddhist story, the angry man and the Buddha. Once a man shouted insults at the Buddha. He wanted to provoke him, to test him, but the Buddha simply sat silently. After a while, the man asked, "Why don't you react?" Buddha smiled and said, "If someone offers you a gift and you don't accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The man replied, "To the one who offered it." "Exactly," said the Buddha. "I do not accept your anger." Mindfulness is that inner pause, that space between trigger and response. That's where your power lies. How to practice daily. Start your day with 5 minutes of breath observation. When triggered emotionally, name the feeling. This is anger. This is fear. Use everyday tasks as meditation, eating, walking, even brushing your teeth. The more you practice, the more you realize that 90% of your suffering isn't from reality. It's from your reaction to reality. Mindfulness weakens that reaction. Habit 2. Letting go of attachment. Buddhism teaches that attachment is the root of suffering. We cling to people, outcomes, possessions, and even pain, but life is impermanent. Everything is in constant motion. Clinging is like holding water in your hands. It slips away, and you're left frustrated. Real-world pain, love, loss, and control. Why do breakups hurt so much? Because we were attached, not just to the person, but to the idea, the expectation, the control. Why do we fear death, failure, or embarrassment? Because we're attached to comfort, success, reputation. The more you cling, the more you suffer. Buddhist parable, the raft. The Buddha once said, "A man built a raft to cross a river. After crossing, should he carry the raft on his back? No, he must leave it behind." Your attachments, no matter how useful in the past, can become burdens. Letting go isn't about losing, it's about freeing yourself. How to practice. Meditate on impermanence. Everything changes. Observe your attachments. What are you afraid to lose? Practice gratitude without ownership. Love without clinging. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care deeply, without depending on the outcome. Habit 3, turning pain into purpose. Pain is inevitable, but Buddhism teaches that suffering is optional. We all experience heartbreak, failure, grief. The difference lies in what we do with that pain. Kisa Gautami's story. Kisa Gautami lost her only son and begged the Buddha to bring him back. The Buddha told her to find a mustard seed from a house that had never seen death. She searched and found none. Then she understood everyone suffers. She returned wiser, not broken. Your pain is not a punishment. It's a teacher. It can be your awakening. Transform your wounds. Journal your pain and find the lesson. Share your story. It might heal someone else. Help others with the same wound. Service heals suffering. When pain becomes purpose, your suffering gains meaning. That meaning gives you strength. Habit 4, taming the monkey mind. Your mind jumps from one thought to another. This is the monkey mind. It overthinks, worries, fantasizes. Fears, if not trained, it becomes your biggest enemy. Buddhist teaching. The Buddha said, a trained mind brings happiness. If your mind is your worst roommate, always shouting, blaming, panicking, why let it control your life? How to tame it? Daily meditation. Even 10 minutes reduces chaos. Mantra repetition anchors the mind. Create mental distance. This is just a thought, not a fact. Don't believe everything you think. Observe the mind and you control it. Believe the mind and it controls you. Habit 5, non-reactivity, becoming emotionally invincible. In Buddhism, strength lies in non-reactivity. Not coldness, but emotional maturity. People will insult you, reject you, test you, situations will fail. But you must remain calm, not for them, but for you. Zen analogy, the mirror. Be like a mirror, reflect everything. Absorb nothing when anger comes. Reflect it without absorbing. When praise comes, reflect it without ego. How to practice? Before reacting, pause and breathe. Ask, is this worth my energy? Train your nervous system. Cold showers, deep breathing, mindfulness. Non-reactivity is the mark of true power. It means nothing outside you can break what's inside you. Habit 6, the power of daily stillness. Buddhist monks spend hours in silence and solitude. Why? Because stillness is clarity. In stillness, your wounds speak. Your intuition awakens. Your purpose reveals itself. The problem of constant stimulation. Phones, TV, people, noise. We're afraid of silence. But silence is where healing lives. How to practice? 15 minutes of silence daily. Nature walks without your phone. 1 silent hour every weekend. Stillness is not the absence of life. It's the presence of truth. Make it a habit, and you'll discover who you truly are beneath all the noise. Now you know the 6 habits. They may seem simple, but the truth is, simplicity is powerful when practiced with commitment. No one is born unbreakable. We become unbreakable. We become unbreakable not by avoiding storms, but by learning to walk through them with grace, silence, and power. Let's recap what you've learned. Mindfulness brings you back to the present where peace lives. Letting go frees you from the chains of expectations and pain. Turning pain into purpose transforms wounds into wisdom. Taming the monkey mind puts you back in control of your inner world. Non-reactivity shields you from emotional hijacking. Stillness reveals the deepest truths of who you are. And remember, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to begin. One breath, one thought, one habit at a time. The next time life tests you, breathe. The next time someone tries to break you, smile. Because now you know. No one can break you when your mind is whole. You are not your pain, you are not your past, you are not your thoughts. You are awareness, you are peace, you are power. And that power is yours to practice. Thank you for watching Wisdom of Sparks. If this message touched your heart, comment below. I choose to be unbreakable. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful teachings. Until next time, stay mindful, stay free, stay unbreakable.